Hey book besties, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my December TBR, aka all the Christmassy books that I want to read this month. I'm not gonna lie, I have been in a really bad reading slump. You guys would have noticed that I didn't actually upload a November wrap up, and that is because I only read 2 books in November. Definitely not enough to create a whole wrap up. I've just been in the biggest slump and I'm hoping to get out of it because there are quite a few Christmassy themed books that I want to get to reading in December, so fingers crossed I'll be able to be out of the slump in time to read these books. But yeah, hopefully this gives you some inspo on some Christmas books to add to your December TBR. Let me know what books you're planning to read in December, and let's just jump right into my December TBR. So first up, let's talk about the book that I'm hoping to start December off with, and that is The Holiday Swap by Maggie Knox. This is basically like the Parent Trap meets the Princess Switch. It's following 2 twin sisters that swap lives during the holiday Christmas season. We follow Charlie, who's a chef who gets hit on the head on the set of her reality baking show, and she loses a lot more than consciousness. She also loses her ability to taste and smell. And then we've got Charlie's identical twin sister Cass, who's frantically trying to hold her own life together back in her quaint mountain hometown while running the family's bustling bakery and dealing with her ex, who won't get the memo that they're over. With only days until Christmas, a desperate Charlie asks Cass to do something they haven't done since they were kids: switch places. So this is where the Parent Trap kind of comes in. Looking for her own escape from reality, Cass agrees, but temporarily trading lives proves more complicated than they imagined, especially when rugged firefighter Jake and gorgeous physician assistant Miguel are thrown into the mix. So this sounds so good. I love like a good switching places situation. I love The Princess Switch. It's one of my favorite movies to rewatch during the holiday season, so I feel like this kind of has a vibe. Then I've got Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. This is such a beautiful cover. We love the pink and green situation, and it's very short. It's under 300 pages. I think it's like 248 pages. So maybe I'll start with this one off actually, because it's a bit of a shorter read. But this is a reverse Grumpy Sunshine, which I think is going to be so fun because I love Grumpy Sunshine. So I think reverse Grumpy Sunshine I would also enjoy. So 2 weeks before Christmas and all through Manhattan, shop windows are decorated in red and green satin. It's a New York Christmas vibe. Yes, I'm so excited for that. I'm standing alone in front of the famous Vivant department store when a charming man named Aiden asks my opinion of the decor. It's a tragedy in tinsel, I say, unable to lie. He asked for a better idea with a twinkle in his eye. Not the rhyming. Did I know he owned the place? No, he put me on the spot. Now I'm working for that man, trying to ignore that he's hot. But as the down on her luck girl with a difficult past, I know an opportunity when I see one, only I have to make it last. I'll put my heart and soul into dressing his holiday windows. I'll work without shopping, and when we'll lose the battle with temptation, I'll try and remember I'm just window shopping. The blurb of this book. Tessa freaking Bailey. If the blurb is as good as the actual book, I will definitely love this book. I love that it literally rhymes. That is so fun. Then we've got The Holiday X-Files by Jennifer Peel. Once upon a time, people called me the Holiday Queen, but catching my husband under the Christmas tree with another woman kind of did something to me. Like make me digitally crop him out of all our wedding photos and post them online. Go off, sis. Who knew that post would go viral? Thanks to all the requests I received to do the same for our other jilted partners, I started a new business called The Holiday X-Files, and I couldn't be happier. At least I'm not unhappy. Then along comes my ex-husband's best friend, Noah Cullen. Yep, like the vampires. He's extremely gorgeous like them too. He has a plan to help me believe in the magic of holidays again, but the more I'm around him, I begin to think he's the magical one, and that perhaps I picked the wrong best friend to begin with. Maybe, just maybe, it will be a very Merry Christmas after all. Very interesting. Okay, I'm enjoying this. I love that the main girl character actually looks like one of my friends, Chloe, which is so fun, like literally like identical. I've got to send her a photo. Anyways, we've got an ex-husband's best friend. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so juicy. This is gonna be fun. Then we've got A Cross Country Christmas by Courtney Walsh. Beautiful cover, very festive road trip vibes. Oh, we've actually got a Grinch. So our main character Lauren isn't a fan of Christmas, which is why she rarely makes a trip home to the Midwest for the holidays. After all, she has plenty to keep her busy, namely her duty as a set decorator on a TV sitcom. But this December, Lauren's brother and his wife are expecting a baby, so her brother arranges a ride home for her with his good friend Will. Okay, brother's best friend situation. Okay. Unfortunately for Lauren, she's been trying to forget college baseball coach and childhood crush Will Sinclair for more than 10 years. Now, thanks to her fear of flying, she's stuck in a car with him from California to Illinois. She's circumspect and organized. He's flirty and spontaneous. She's convinced that people don't change. He's trying to prove to her and himself that he has. On this cross-country road trip, they'll both discover that history doesn't exactly repeat itself, but like any good Christmas carol, it does have a second verse. So it looks like we have a little Grumpy Sunshine situation, but reverse Grumpy Sunshine possibly. They've got forced proximity because they're stuck in a car together on this road trip, and she's like him for like 10 years and his brother's best friend. It's gonna be great. Then my last physical book that I have with me that I want to read is A Merry Little Meet Cute by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. This is a spicy Christmas rom-com, which I'm very, very excited for. We love a good spicy rom-com for the holiday season. When B takes the lead in a squeaky clean romantic Christmas movie, there are only 3 rules. Don't get involved with anyone on set. Don't tell anyone what you do for a living. Definitely don't get involved with anyone on set. Now she's filming in Christmas Notch, a small town with Christmas trees and festive tunes all year round, but B's got a secret identity to hide and it's not family friendly. And her co-star Nolan, an ex-boy band member infamous for his own X-rated antiques, not only knows it, but is secretly her biggest fan. When things start to heat up on set, B and Nolan must keep the steamy affair under wraps or risk ruining everything. Oh my god. Okay, this is definitely gonna be a spicy winter rom-com, but I'm totally here for it. Oh my gosh. And the cover is stunning. I love the pink and red. So those were all the physical Christmassy books that I want to read in December, but I also do have some books that I've kept on hold at the library. So hopefully they'll be available to borrow sometime this month, so I can read them for festive holiday season. But I thought I'd go through those books as well. So the first one that I've got on hold at the library is Inner Holidays by Christina Lauren. So this basically is like Love Actually meets Groundhog Day. So we follow Maylin Jones, who's living with her parents, hates her going nowhere job, and has just made a romantic error of epic proportions. But perhaps worst of all, this is the last Christmas May will be at her favorite place in the world, the snowy cabin where she and her family have spent every holiday since she was born. Mentally melting down as she drives away from the final time, May throws out what she thinks is a simple plea to the universe. Please show me what will make me happy. The next thing she knows, everything goes black. When May gasps awake, she's back on a plane, beginning the same holiday all over again. May must figure out how to break free of the strange time loop and finally get her true love under the mistletoe. I love that the day that she's repeating over and over again is like Christmas at the snowy cabin. The vibes are definitely there, so I'm really hoping that one is going to be a good book. Then I've got 2 books, part of the Moose Springs series by Sarah Morgan Taylor. So they are Mistletoe and Mr. Right and Enjoy the View. The first book is The Tourist Attraction, which I actually read a few months ago, and I rated it 3 stars. I really liked the world, so I'm really excited to read the other 2 books, hopefully if I can get them from the library. So the second book is called Mistletoe and Mr. Right, in which we follow Lana, who is a super rich tourist, and the townsfolk are just getting really sick of tourists in general, especially with Lana building luxury condominiums. And then we have divorced pool hall owner Rick Harding, who is one of the few locals who actually doesn't hate Lana. He's actually enamored with her even after she shoots him with a tranquilizer dart, taking him for a moose. Lana is attracted to Rick, but can a holiday fling become anything more when she travels all the time for work? So that is the second book. And then the third book in this series is called Enjoy the View, which I also have have on hold. So this one is following a Moose Springs local named Easton, who was trying to help a stranger he thought was stranded on the side of the road. Not only is she lost, she is movie star River Lane trying to shoot a documentary about the Alaskan town to boost tourism. The people of Moose Springs are firmly against River and her crew's production, but Easton has a soft spot for the tenacious River and agrees to take the team up to Mount Vale. River continually pushes boundaries in her drive to carve a new career in Hollywood, sometimes to the point of endangering herself, her crew, and her new admirer. Easton's patience and care for River mitigate potential disasters and help foster their budding romance. But when he has to choose between this new relationship and his ties to Moose Springs, which will Easton pick? I think I'm most excited for Enjoy the View because I remember really liking Easton's character in the tourist attraction, so I think that will be really fun. Another book that I have on hold at the library is called The Christmas Postcards by Karen Swan. So it had been a make or break holiday for their marriage, but Natasha and Rob's rekindled romance is short-lived when their daughter's beloved soft toy Mula disappears on the journey home. As Natasha comforts a distraught Mabel, she turns to social media to help locate the toy. Miraculously, Mula is found, but her new guardian Duffy is thousands of miles away, trekking the Himalayas with Mula as his lucky mascot. When Duffy promises to keep Natasha updated with pictures of Mula on her travels, the pair begin a daily correspondence that soon becomes more meaningful to both of them. Sometimes Natasha feels the stranger understands her more than the man lying next to her, but as the weeks pass and Duffy heads deeper into the mountains, Natasha begins to notice a change in him. Then one day the messages stop. Is Mula lost forever? Is Duffy? And then I've also got another Maggie Knox book, who is the author of The Holiday Swap. I don't know if I'm going to be able to read this one in time though, because the library actually doesn't have this in stock, but I've just put it on hold, so I don't know when they're going to have this book. But I have got All I Want for Christmas. So despite both being contestants on the country music singing show Star Maker, Sadie Hunter and Max Brody could not be more different. Having quit her waitressing job and small gigs to take her big chance on winning a recording contract, Sadie is laying it all on the line to win or face having to go back to Wisconsin. Max grew up having it all and is out to prove that he can make it in the music industry on his own without the influence of his Hall of Fame country star father. After their pairing on Duet Night, their hot vocals and sizzling chemistry have the producers telling them they must fake a relationship or leave the competition. Sadie and Max have to put aside their animosity and figure out how to work together before they are exposed as fakes while fighting a growing attraction to each other that is hard to resist. So that is the last book that is on my December Christmas TBR. I have no idea if I'm going to be getting around to all of these books, especially in my slump, but I am hoping to read at least a couple of these because I just really want to get in the festive spirit, and I've been saving a lot of these books specifically to read during the holiday season. But if you guys enjoyed hearing about all the Christmas books that I want to read, definitely give this video a huge thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below because I post new videos every week and I'm posting a ton of videos more frequently in December, so you definitely don't want to miss out. And also go ahead and follow me on all my social medias. I'll have everything linked down below, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!